And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dieterich High School, the home of the Moving Maroons, as this evening the Dieterich Moving Maroons play host to the South Central Cougars from Farina and Kinmundy in National Trail Conference play, NTC play. This is a conference game. Of course, that means plenty more heft and meaning to it. And this one ought to be a lot of fun as the South Central Cougars under head coach Kurt Jones, they come into tonight's ball game with a record of 6-0, and they are on a heck of a run right now. They are 6-0 on the season, 3-0 in conference play. They've won this is their third game to play this week, and the first two games they played this week, they scored 13 runs in each game. They defeated Neoga back on Tuesday, 13-0. And then last night had a 9-run fourth inning to help knock off the Sisney Running Lions by a final of 13-1. Sisney took the lead in that ball game in the second inning, and South Central responded with 4 runs in the bottom of the second, and then in the bottom of the fourth inning last night in Kinmundy, South Central scored 9. They sent 12. I take that back. They sent 13 players to the plate, plated 9, and took the game 13-1, and that's just this week. Last week, the the Cougars from South Central defeated Altamont, conference rival Altamont, by a final of 13-9. So that's 3 games in a row that the Cougars have scored 13 runs, and they're looking to do that today, hoping to do that today against a tough Dieterich and Moving Maroons. Actually, I don't suspect that Coach Kurt Jones cares if they score 13 or not, as long as they score 1 more than Dieterich. Coach Josh Crumweedy is the head coach for the Dieterich Moving Maroons. They are a young squad, only 2 seniors on the entire team. Of course, one of them is big old Cole Nieberg. He is the catcher, and he'll be catching today anyway. And he does some pitching from time to time, but he is catching today, and he's always a threat for power for the Moving Maroons. The Maroons come in with a record of 3-3 overall, 2-1 in the National Trail Conference, and that's the thing. Of course, Dieterich always a power. Always plays tough in the NTC fall baseball, and fall baseball is when the conference is contested. These games, they mean a lot more for teams in the National Trail Conference than they probably do for teams just playing fall baseball to practice like the MTC teams. So, yeah, this is a huge game for both of these squads. If Dieterich can knock off South Central, it really would bring the Cougars back to the pack. The Cougars have played just extremely well so far and built themselves a nice lead. Built themselves a little lead, being undefeated in conference play, and have already played 2 very tough teams, already defeated Effingham St. Anthony and Altamont. And if they get past Dieterich, that would just put them in really good shape for the conference championship. Like I said, Cole Nieberg, one of just 2 seniors on the Moving Maroon squad, Lucas Hall the other. The pitching matchup today should be an interesting one, as going for the South Central Cougars will be Chase Dodson. You might recall we saw Chase Dodson pitch last week against the Effingham St. Anthony Bulldogs. Dodson pitched really well, went to his full complement of 105 pitches, and got the win as they defeated Effingham St. Anthony 4-2 back last week. And he'll go up against Matthew Hunzinger. Matthew Hunzinger is a junior, and he will be throwing today against like I said, a South Central team that has really been scoring a lot of runs lately. So it will be the South Central Cougars here on the road against the Dieterich Moving Maroons. We'll have the lineups for you as well as the set the defense for you when we return. You are watching high school baseball here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey, and we'll be back right after these words.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
Welcome to the world of custom embroidery. Shirt Tales is here to service all of your embroidery and screen printing needs. From ball caps to teddy bears, we have it all. All custom made for your business or personal needs. We also sell Green Mountain grills and all the necessary products for your backyard barbecue. Call us today at 662-2451 or stop by 134 West North Avenue in Flora or visit us online at shirt-tales.net.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Welcome to Zinc Building Center. My dad and Ryan work here. They sell lumber, paint, doors, windows, plumbing, electrical, and much more. Oh yeah, they sell guns too. Zinc Building Center on Route 45 and Louisville. It's a cool place.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help. With auto insurance.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
And welcome back here to Dieterich High School, the home of the Moving Maroons here at the Dieterich High School baseball field. What a beautiful day for baseball up here. It is just a gorgeous day. This field is a little unusual in that it is, the pitching mound goes to home plate from the northwest to the southeast. If you are in, the hitters look into the sun actually as the day wears on, which is a bit unusual, and you very seldom see fields acclimated typically like this. Usually baseball fields are oriented with the first baseline going north and south rather than the third baseline going north, or pardon me, the first baseline going north and south but going the other direction. That's what I meant to say. So, but this should be a fun ball game. Again, the Dieterich Moving Maroons come in with a record of 3-3, 2-1 on the conference season. South Central rolling right now, the record of 6-0 and 3-0 in conference play. Taking a look at the lineup here in the top of the first inning when we get going, as the umpires are meeting with the coaches, Josh Crum-Weedy and Kurt Jones. The South Central Cougars will lead off, and they're going to go with the pitcher. Chase Dodson will be batting lead off. He'll wear number 11 and pitch, as I said, for South Central. He'll be followed. They've made a couple of changes in the lineup. They've moved Brent Heaston up into the early part and moved Aiden Dodson down the lineup. Brent Heaston will bat second, wearing number 25, and he'll play right field today. Hunter Brandt stays in his three-hole, as where he hit last night from the shortstop position tonight. Hunter, they'll move all over the place. Last night, as a matter of fact, he played third base as well as a bit of outfield. Kind of a catch-all, Hunter Brandt is. By the way, Chase Dodson's a junior. Brent Heastand is a junior as well, isn't that right? No, sophomore, Brandt is. And Hunter Brunt is the senior, Hunter Brunt. One of several seniors on the South Central Cougar squad. They have 5 or 6 seniors in their lineup. Aaron Patton, another senior. He will be batting fourth. Patton he pitched yesterday. He'll also play third base. Sebastian Calger is in the 5-hole. He'll catch tonight. Wears number 8. And Calger is a junior. Aiden Dodson Hayden Van Sock in the 6th spot, batting number 6. He'll play first base tonight. That's his typical spot, as he'll wear number 21. I mentioned earlier Aiden Dodson moved down the lineup. He'll be in the 7-hole and playing left field tonight, wearing number 3. Aiden Dodson has been in that number 2 spot, and he's just a freshman, so they've put him down a little bit. The DH will be up next. That is Sam Rubin. He'll wear number 4. And Sam is a junior. Andrew Liebarger wraps up the lineup for South Central, as he'll play second base, wears number 13, and Andrew is, again, one of those senior starters for South Central. For the Dieterich Moving Maroons, as they take the field, under Coach Josh Crum-Weedy, he'll send out across the infield. It'll be, he's got a young group, Coach Crum-Weedy does. At third base, that's a freshman, Noah Dill, wearing number 5. Shortstop today, Pete Britton, wears number 12. He's a freshman as well. Another freshman at the second base spot, number 25, is Garrett Nieberge. He's Cole's younger brother. I'd mentioned Cole Nieberge, the catcher. And Derek Kuhl will be at first base, wearing number 33. He is a junior. So 3 freshmen on the infield, along with a junior. Out in the outfield, they are all 3 juniors. Corey Gephardt wears number 2, plays left field. Dalton Will, number 10, is out in center field, and out in right, it is number 6, Blake Lane, also a junior. Your battery tonight, it is the junior Matthew Hunsinger, wearing number 7, right-handed thrower. He'll be pitching to Cole Nieberge, the only senior taking the field this evening. Of course, I mentioned earlier, Hall will be on he'll be the DH today. It'll be, Lucas Hall will be playing DH, as we are just about ready to get underway. I was looking for something, not getting. I was wondering if we were going to get a national anthem. Looks like we might be skipping that tonight. I don't know. We'll see, as I suspect we are, because heading to bat is Chase Dodson. Dodson, of course, the junior for South Central, and he'll be starting pitcher tonight. Chase Dodson's a hitter, folks. He last night he was 2 for 4, but he can put the ball in play. That is for sure. As the umpire shouts play ball, we are ready to go here tonight in Dieterich. Our first game in Dieterich, and we are really looking forward to working with the Moving Maroons and showing many, many more in the future. Should be a lot of fun. Hunsinger's first pitch is fouled back and out of play. Beautiful field here for the moving Maroons. Out there on the left corner is 320 feet to the fence. Across the outfield, 345 feet to the left power alley. 350 to deep center, a little bit smaller than the than the Cougars Park back in Kinmundy, but not a lot smaller, about 10 feet. Right power alley, a little shorter than the left power alley. It's just 340 compared to 345. And over on the right corner, looking at 315, about 5 feet shorter than the left corner. 1-2 the count as Dotson fouls another one away. Some pretty good speed on Matthew Hunsinger's pitching here. He's got a pretty good arm. The right-handed junior, and that one comes straight over the top. Strike three, sit down. Always good to get a strikeout to start the ball game if you're the pitcher. You feel good about yourself, gives you a little boost of confidence going against a team that's 6-0. Brett Heaston will step in next. He's the right fielder as the sun comes from behind the clouds and makes it just a beautiful day. First pitch is on the outside corner for strike one to Heaston. And Heaston will knock the next one to the third baseman. He throws it across and not gathered in time. They're going to call a juggle. And so safe at first base. That'll be an error on the third baseman as it bounced over to Derek Cool. He did everything he could to get it. We're going to give that one an E5. And that'll bring in Hunter Brandt with one out. Hunter's playing shortstop. Noah Dill picks up the error. And the Cougars have a base runner here in the first inning. One out. First pitch from Hunsinger is in the dirt in front of Cole Nieberger. Nieberger, pretty solid catcher. He's been there for a long time here for the Moving Maroons. Throw over is not in time. That was probably not the A1 move, probably the B1 move, I'm guessing, because he threw it a little bit softly as he turned and saw that he was on the way back. Next from Hunsinger is high, ball two. 2-0 the count to Hunter Brandt. Hunter Brandt, a tough player. He's a senior, one of the several seniors on South Central, and he pokes it foul down the left field line. Just out of play, past the reach of Noah Dill. It's the third game this week for South Central. They'll know if they may end up having some pitching issues or not. Both the first two games, however, were 5-run affairs. Next pitch is a strike. They're going to throw down for the steal, and he's out. Brent Heaston caught stealing. Beautiful throw from Cole Nieberger right on the spot. And 2-2 the count now. 2-2 the count there on Hunter Brandt. Had that foul ball earlier. The next one in is high, full count. And this could be a pretty good first inning for the Moving Maroons, Matthew Hunsinger. Swing, and the ball knocked to short left field coming in, and that's going to be fouled out of play. Garrett Nieberger had the best look at it the second baseman, Blake Lane, had too far to go. But it fell harmlessly into foul territory, probably about 10 or 15 feet foul. Count remains full on Hunter Brunt. He's a shortstop for South Central today. He'll play all over. Swing and a miss, strike three. Couple of strikeouts for Hunsinger that inning. So after a half, no damage, we're scoreless. We'll be back after this.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman, Judy Reed, and Brandon Klein, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and to add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
I'm a bunch of wind. And just like your stomach after that strip mall sushi, I'm a bit unpredictable. Let's redecorate. What's the matter, Tanya?
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. In Salem, call Brandy Drink Pool.
Welcome back here to Dieterich, home of the Moving Maroons, as we go to the bottom of the first inning. South Central here at Dieterich. We do appreciate you tuning in here on Wabash Catch TV. Whether you're watching on cable or whether you're watching online on YouTube, thank you so much. My name is Bruce Dickey, and we are just pleased to be bringing you National Trail Conference baseball action. We've got several more games set up for the rest of this fall. Actually, we're going to be busy all fall till about the end of October, and basketball season starts. Next week, we have 3 games scheduled, and I'll tell you about that as the day moves on. Stepping in first for Dieterich will be Dalton Will. Dalton's a center fielder, and he will face Chase Dodson. In talking with Coach Kurt Jones a few days ago, I complimented how well Chase Dodson pitched in that matchup against the Effingham St. Anthony Bulldogs. And he was. He said, yeah, they did a fine job. He said that occasionally Chase might get a little wild, but that's the thing. Chase gets the ball and he fires. He does not dawdle out on the mound, that's for sure, as he is 2-1 now on Dalton Will. Dalton Will's a junior, center fielder. Looks at a 2-1 pitch, go high for 3-1. Steps out and is ready to go at it again. Swing and a foul tip. Somebody's got the radio going underneath. I can hear my voice. How about that? That's pretty cool. Hi, Bruce. Hi. That's one of the other cool parts of whenever we have the games here, whenever we do the games on site, you can turn on your radio to 107.5 and listen to our broadcast. We do encourage that. And strikeout for Will. He'll head back to the bench. Were you going to ask me a question? First pitch into Corey Gephardt is a ball. Next one is a strike. 1-1 is the count. As the ball is fouled out of play. What kind of car do you have, young lady? Maybe somebody listening on the radio will be able to. Need to move a silver GMC truck because what's your car? The Toyota Matrix is locked in. So if you're listening and you're driving a silver GMC truck, by all means, you might need to move it so that this nice young lady can get out. Good luck to you. Hope that worked. Next from Chase Dodson. His ball, it's going to make the count full here on Corey Gephardt. Gephardt, another one of those junior outfielders for Dieterich, and he watches ball 4, low pass, low and inside, and he'll take his base, the first base runner of the day for Dieterich. Takes the base on the walk, and that'll bring up Matthew Hutzinger, the pitcher, another junior as well. As the top half of this lineup for Dieterich. More upperclassmen heavy until you get to the bottom half of the lineup. That's when you start seeing the youth. First pitch from Dodson is a strike, high and outside, or outside corner, caught the corner. And Hunsinger steps out a moment. A lot of times folks will step out just to, he knocks that one foul back. Oh, it's just kind of like, it's kind of similar to golf actually, in that you'll step out from time to time to maybe affect the rhythm of the pitcher or see if you can't get your own waggle back. Hunsinger chokes up, looking at an 0-2 count. That ball's inside. 1-2 now. Yeah, that's good baseball. Choking up, seeing if he just wanted to put the ball in play. It's Corey Gephardt down at first base. He's off quite a bit, has not yet drawn a throw. I'm not even sure Chase Dodson has looked over there and seen him. He is concentrating on the hitters. 2-2 the count. Dodson out of the stretch. Now he'll take a look, take a peek. And he fires home. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second strikeout for Dodson. And that'll bring up big old Cole Nieberge, the catcher, senior, one of 2 seniors on the Dieterich Moving Maroons roster. Right-handed batter, right-handed thrower. Holds it down toward the end. Takes a look at his teammate on first base. Corey Gephardt says, I'll bring you around. Curveball comes back in for the strike. Gorgeous pitch from Cole Nieberge. Or probably to Cole Nieberge from Chase Dodson. Right-hander. Fires that one outside and low. Medium depth for the infield. Pretty deep in the outfield. Playing in the pull all the way. Aiden Dodson out there to the left is set up about as deep as you'll see him. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The ball throw down. The base is stolen by Corey Gephardt. So at 1-2 the count now to Cole Nieberge. Now Gephardt dances off second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dodson strikes out the side. And that'll do it for the first inning. After 1, no score. Back after these.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. We can help your whole family from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. We offer high-quality herbal supplements for adults and children, as well as CBD oil. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. Stop by and see us on the square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
And welcome back. Oh, there she is. She pulled through the grass. I was over there trying to mess with the PA to see if I could figure out how to make that work. And a young lady driving the Matrix says, by golly, I'll just drive through the grass. I can get by. I'm okay. No problem. Good for her. She's out. And that'll bring up South Central for their second inning of work. Aaron Patton, followed by Sebastian Calger and Hayden Van Sock. The third baseman, catcher, and first baseman here for South Central. And make it the 0-2 count here against Patton as he's watched a couple of good ones go by. Second inning, no score, timeout taken by Patton. A lot of times hitters will do that as well. Anything to try to foil the rhythm. Swing and that's going to go deep foul to the right side. Did it get out? Yes, it did. Right by our camera box over there. Right near my car, too. Not that close, though. That's a good work. Oh, and he hit the fence pretty hard. That was Derek Cool hitting that fence from his first base spot. He's back in position. He's ready to go. Good. That's always good being young. Cool's a junior. And next pitch is way outside. Ball 1-2 to Aaron Patton. Patton, the third baseman. He's one of several seniors on South Central's roster. And he knocks that one to the left. That's going to be caught by the left fielder. Nice play by Corey Gephardt. Didn't have to move very far to make a solid play out there. He had him played just right. First out of the inning will bring up the catcher, Sebastian Calger. Calger, a junior. He watches strike one go past. It's always important to get ahead when you're pitching. Makes life a lot easier on you, that's for sure. Start out ahead, and Calger very patient. He's not going for those bad balls. He's looking at 2-1 right now. High and tight, 3-1. Calger did not move much. He stayed right in there and watched that ball whiz right past his head. No score here in the top of the second inning. Swing and a miss, strike two. And that will draw the count full. Wind today blowing, basically from center in, as there's ball 4 and another base runner for South Central. It's their second base runner. That'll bring up Hayden Van Sock. He had a nice game yesterday. He had he was 1 for 2, double. He struck out. He's also hit by a pitch. One out here in the second inning. They'll bring in a courtesy runner for Sebastian Calger. Number is blocked to me, but I think that's probably Chase Thompson, number 2. That is Chase Thompson running, number 2. Running for the Cowgirls. That's one of the best things about high school baseball. You can bring in courtesy runners for the catchers and the pitchers. Swing and a miss from Sock. Now on that next pitch from Matthew Hunsinger. Yeah, it really is a nice deal. It speeds things up. It lets the catchers go back to the dugout and gives them the opportunity to put their gear back on, throw over. That was the good move. Maybe not the great move, but that was a good move. Chase Thompson was back without a problem, but he must not have been too far away. That ball came over there pretty quick. 0-1 the count here with 1 out, the top of the second inning. Hunsinger may be thinking a little bit too much about the runner rather than the hitter. 1-1 the count. He's really paying attention to Thompson. The throw home, high. And they're going to go out and talk about it. Cole Nieberge heads out to talk to his pitcher. I was looking over to see if Josh Crumweedy was going to go out as well. He does not. That might have been what Cole Nieberge was telling him when I said, hey, Matthew, look at me, throw pitches to me, man. Just walked one hitter a moment ago. There's a strike on the outside corner. Now he just walked Sebastian Calger a moment ago, and Hayden Van Sock was trying to work a walk there. Now it's 2-2. Medium depth on the infield again. Relatively shallow in the outfield. The 2-2 is fouled back, and Thompson was running that time. So South Central trying to get some bases taken here, trying to get some ball movement, get some roller skating around the ring there. 2-2 the count, 1 out here in the top of the second inning. No score. The next to Hayden Van Sock is knocked foul out of play. And I think hit the dugout over on the other side. They've got a junior high ball game going on the just to the south of us here. They've got a nice complex out here in Dieterich. They've got the junior high field right next to the senior high field, and I presume that they play softball over there on the junior high field as well. So it's just a beautiful complex, except when a foul ball comes across from the high school baseball field and bangs the dugout, the top of the dugout that you're sitting in. That may not be really as cool. 2-2 the count to Van Sock. A lot of football tonight. I'll mention some of that around the area as we go on here. And Van Sock really fighting off some good pitches here from Matthew Hunsinger. The Dieterich Movement Maroons have their dugout over on the third base side. South Central on the first base side. They're looking right into the sun. Doesn't really matter today. It's just such a pleasant afternoon. Probably not overheating at all in there today. There's a base hit into center field. Oh, yeah. They're going to call a base hit. And they get Thompson out at second base. He thought it was caught. He did have it was a Dalton Will made a good play on it. I'm going to call that a hit as Van Sock. I guess can't call a hit since they got the out. It's got to be a fielder's choice. Cost you a hit. Sorry about that, Hayden. Second out at second base on the fielder's choice. 8-5 or 8-4, pardon me. So Van Sock now on first base, and up is Aiden Dodson. He's been batting in the 2-hole. They move him down to the 7, see if they can't punch up the bottom of the lineup. Dodson playing left field tonight as a long way off. They throw down to first, seeing if they can't pick off Van Sock. He's back in time. Next game for South Central is Tuesday. They'll be on the road. Next games for us are also Tuesday. We'll be in, I believe, North Clay on Tuesday. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2 the count to Aiden Dodson. We will be in North Clay on Tuesday as St. Elmo Brownstown makes the trip down to Louisville, or over to Louisville for St. Elmo Brownstown. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 through 1.5. We still have no score. We'll be back right after these words.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at carnabysquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
And welcome back here to Dieterich, home of the Moving Maroons, as we move into the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Pete Britton, the shortstop, up for Dieterich. He'll be followed by Lucas Hall, DH, and Derek Cool, the first baseman. Derek's already had a kind of a rough day. He ran into a fence kind of awkwardly. Pete Britton watches strike 1 go past here in the bottom of the second inning. There's a base hit out to right field, and the Move Maroons have something going here in this bottom of the second inning. Nobody out. Britton at first. Lucas Hall will stand in. Where's number 14? Gets final instructions from Coach Crumweedy. He's ready to go. Chase Dodson fires home, and first pitch is a strike. Strike 1. Dodson with 3 strikeouts already in that first inning. He struck out the side. He did walk Corey Gephardt, but he was left on base. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Lucas Hall, number 14. He's one of just 2 seniors on this Dieterich Moving Maroons squad. He'll bounce the next one foul down the left field side. And he's now in the hole, 0-2. He'll be followed by Derek Cool and then Blake Lane. The pitch well outside, and Chase Dotson did a little spin out there on the mound after that one. He was not pleased at all with that pitch. It's one of the other things Coach Jones said. He's got to work on his, make sure his emotions stay in check. That's like for anybody. As Calger throws down a Van Sock trying to catch Britton. Better throw might have got him, but that was pretty close. Hall taking a look, seeing it get instructions from Coach Crumweedy. And the next is popped up. It's going to be on the infield. It will go into foul territory as Chase Dotson draws a beat on it and makes the play in foul ground just in front of the South Central dugout for the first out. So, Derek Cool, first baseman, steps into the box. Cool's a junior. First time up today. And Chase Dotson's first pitch is a ball. He looks down. He looks like he may have missed his spot that he wanted to step. Of course, every diamond is different, but boy, this diamond, it's got that red dirt, and it is gorgeous. That ball is in the dirt. It's going to be a wild pitch. And taking second base, I think he had it anyway. Pete Britton was headed down there anyway. 2-0 the count now. Two and 0 the count on Derek Cool. First base is open. Just one out. Inside corner, strike one. Dotson took a look. He peeked back there at Britton at second base. Not a whole lot of movement from his fielders, however, to draw him back. He kept his eye on Britton the entire time. That didn't even look home until he was halfway through his pitch, threw a strike. That was impressive. 2-2 the count now to Derek Cool. Bottom of the second inning, we have no score. And now he steps off. Wow. Usually when somebody steps off like that, you hear it balk from the crowd over and over. Good, knowledgeable sports fans here. They know there wasn't a balk. Swing and a miss. Strike three. The ball gets away. They're going to have to throw him out at first. The throw down, they get him for the second out. But with the wild pitch, with the passed ball, Britton will advance to third. So, man at third base now, 2 outs. Fourth strikeout of the game for Dotson. That'll bring up Blake Lane. He's a right fielder. He's a junior. And he's up with 2 outs and a man on third base, chance to get first run of the game in. Swing and a miss, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. The junior high game going on next to us. Effingham leads Dieterich 14-3 in the fourth inning. That game may not have too much longer to go. Popped foul out of play. That is going to land harmlessly. So in the hole, 0-2, Blake Lane has to guard the plate. He does not. Strike three looking. So after 2 innings, Chase Dotson able to get around a leadoff base hit from Britton. And that is the only hit of the game. After 2, it is no score. We'll be back after this.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Dieterich High School here for the third inning. As for South Central, it will be DH Sam Rubin, followed by second baseman Andrew Lieberger, and then Chase Dodson up for the second time today. That first pitch is foul tipped, held on to. Nice play by Cole Nieberger to hold on to the foul tip. Strike two. Hunsinger zeroing in. It's an 0-2 count now on Sam Rubin. He knocks it to the right side, gathered by the first baseman. Covering is Hunsinger for the out. Slow roller, easy play for Derek Cool. And that will bring up Andrew Lieberger for the first time tonight. Yesterday, he was 2 for 3, scored a couple of runs in the win over Sisney. As he watches first pitch, ball one outside. That one was over the plate. He knocks it into center field for the first base hit of the day for South Central. Lieberger 3 out of 4 on his last 4 trips to the plate. He's smoking. That'll bring in Chase Dodson. Dodson struck out his first trip. Top of the third inning, no score. There have been hits now, single hits for each team. As now South Central has gone through their lineup for the first time with one out here in the third. That ball got a little bit away from Hunsinger and was well off the plate for ball one. Hunsinger kind of looking at first base, kind of looking at home, gets his sign, looks to first, from the stretch, the right-hander pitches. Base hit, the ball hit down the left side, throw across in time. What a nice play by Noah Dill as he gathered and without hesitating tossed across for the second out of the inning. Advancing to second, there had no chance to get Lieberger. He is there with 2 outs, and Brant Heaston will step in with a chance to bring him in for the first run of the game. No score. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning, or top of the third inning. Well played game. Hunsinger home. The ball is popped up, and Nieberger eyes it and gets it for the third out of the inning. So, after 2.5, no score here from Dieterich. We'll be back after this.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
And welcome back here to Dieterich, Illinois, Dieterich High School, the home of the Moving Maroons. As big night for high school football tonight. All of the teams that Wabash Catch TV covers are on the road. And we were happy, just as pleased as could be, to get in here to Dieterich and show our first baseball game from Dieterich High School. First pitch to Garrett Nieberge is a strike. Flora coming off of a big win last week. They are at Marshall tonight looking for their second win of the year. Fairfield also looking for win number 2 as they're heading down to Williamson County, take on Johnston City. Chase Dotson having a word with the plate umpires, the base umpire, as he was kind of having a little difficulty with the pitching rubber, I think. 2-1 the count. Salem also on the road tonight, as they have traveled to, I just had it, Breeze Central tonight. So, and there's a 5-pitch walk from Dotson to Nieberge. Nieberge takes his base. Again, the leadoff hitter on. Boy, that's flirting with trouble for Chase Dotson. That'll bring in Dalton Will. Will struck out his last time up. As a matter of fact, in the first inning, Will, the leadoff hitter, when he was up there, he struck out, as did Matthew Hunsinger and Cole Nieberge. He struck out the side. Dotson fires over to to first base see if he can't pick off Nieberge. Nothing doing. Top of the third inning, no score. Dalton Will had a tough play out in center field earlier and almost came up with Van Sock's drive that direction. Ran in on it. There's a bunt. Grabbed by the pitcher, Dotson. He fires across to Van Sock for the out. But the runner is moved down. Sacrifice is good. 1-3. Which will bring in Corey Gephardt. Gephardt reached on base on balls his first time up. Then stole a base. As Dieterich has been able to get a runner on third. Nubby from South Central has managed to reach second tonight. They've only had 2 base runners. Outstanding pitching by both pitchers tonight, Hunsinger and Dotson. Next from Dotson is high as Gephardt squared the bunt, backed out. I don't think he could have reached that pitch even with his bat. It was high and outside. Left-handed hitter Corey Gephardt with an 1-0 count. And he knocks this one to the right side foul. Makes you wonder how often you'll see guys square to bunt maybe early in the count, bring it back, and then swing fully. And that will occasionally, that will almost certainly catch the attention of the first baseman or third baseman in whichever direction they pull it. There's a square to bunt, throws it high again. They throw out to second base, and they've got him tied up in a rundown. Throw to third, and the out. The tag is made by Aaron Patton. Great play by Hunter Brandt. He reached across second base to make that catch of the throw from Calgary. I thought it was going to go into the outfield, but a great play to catch Garrett Nieberge stealing for the second out. Corey Gephardt's at bat continues. 2-2 the count now after that foul ball. But boy, that changes the complexion of the inning, doesn't it? Dotson looking at a 2-2 count, probably looking for his 6th strikeout. Just inside, full count. I was looking for him to make me a Nostradamus type of guy there. Now I've got to wait a pitch. Or a hit walking. Or he might get a hit. Swing and a miss. There's strikeout number 6. So after 3 full, we're still scoreless. We'll be back to Dieterich after these.
Connecting family to family. This is our home.
This is our community.
We are your neighbors.
We are your friends.
Wabash Communications. You've got a friend in us.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
And welcome back here to Dieterich High School, the home of the Moving Maroons. This ball game moving pretty quickly. We're 45 minutes into the game and already into the 4th inning. That's what happens when you've got good pitching. As the Moving Maroons, Matthew Hunsinger has 3 strikeouts through 3 innings. Has only given up 1 hit. Make that 2 hits. Check that. I took that one back, didn't I? Didn't call that one a hit. It was a fielder's choice. So, yeah, Hunsinger's only given up 1 hit tonight as he faces Hunter Brandt, the shortstop for South Central. Brandt pokes a foul into or near the Dieterich dugout. Really nice facility up here. They share concession stands. The high school field shares concession stands with the grade school field or the softball field. Softball diamond right next to us. And that game will possibly end after this bottom of the 4th inning. It's now a 16-run lead for Effingham over Dieterich, 19-3. Usually the mercy rules would apply. That ball hit to the shortstop. He has trouble gathering, and Pete Britton is going to get an error as Brandt makes it to first. So South Central, their first leadoff man to reach today. And Brandt will be followed by Aaron Patton and Sebastian Calger. And barring a double play, Hayden Van Sock. Patton steps in. He flew out to left. His first time up, and he knocks that one to left center. That's going to get down. Second base hit of the day for South Central. Brant will stop at second base. So men on first and second. South Central with a real threat here in this top of the fourth inning. Hunsinger had been cruising along. This is Sebastian Calger stepping in, the right-handed hitter. Fakes the bunt. Got his bat back. It'll be ball one, low. Brant on second base. Patton on first. Slide step pitch is going to be ball two. As Matthew Hunsinger beginning to run into a little bit of problems. Two and 0 the count to Calger. He will bunt it back to the pitcher. The only play is to first base. They will make the play there, and it will move Brant forward along with Patton. They advance to second and third. Successful sacrifice for Calger. As Garrett Nieberge ran over to cover. And that will bring up Hayden Van Sock. As the infield moves in. No bunts defense. I don't think Hayden Van Sock had bunted anyway. I'd be surprised. He's choked up a couple inches on that bat. However, we'll see. Watch his ball one high come through. The sun creeping down. Shadows getting longer here. Top of the fourth inning, South Central has something brewing. That one is strike. Beautiful pitch from Matthew Hunsinger that time. And he could use a strikeout right now. That's the thing right now. You don't want in a tight game like this, you don't want a wild pitch or a pass ball or anything like that. That ball gets away, and coming home to score is Hunter Brant. That's going to be a wild pitch. That bounced in front of the plate. I did not mean to jinx. I feel terrible about that. I don't think it was me. The announcer cursed, but that was a wild pitch. When Hunsinger could least afford it. So now with still just one out, Van Sock can bring in the other, make it a two-run lead with just a knock to the outfield. He knocks it to right field. Running on it is Blake Lane. It will drop. And Van Sock falls coming around first base. The run scores. Patton comes in. And it's 2-0 now in favor of South Central. Another hit for Van Sock. That makes it 2-0. As Coach Jones takes a moment to talk to Aiden Dodson. Aiden's just a freshman. Good hitter, though. And he steps in with Van Sock on first base. And a 2-run lead now for his brother Chase Dodson. First pitch is popped foul and out of play. Very efficient offense here this inning for the Cougars. And that one knocked it under the glove of the third baseman. That's going to be the fourth hit of the inning for South Central. With just the one out. Van Sock stops at second base. Single for Brunt, single for Patton, single for Van Sock, single for Dodson, and Josh Crumweedy wants a word with his pitcher, Matthew Hunsinger. Let's make sure everybody's aware of the situation. And the only out this inning was the sacrifice bunt from Sebastian Calger as he moved Brunt and Patton to second and third. Those two players have come in. They came in on Van Sock's base hit to right. Couple RBIs there for Hayden Van Sock. And the conversation continues as Coach Crumweedy wants to be certain in case Sam Rubin tries to bunt. He wants to make sure everybody knows where to go. Courtesy runner in for South Central. That's Cameron Brunt heading in. He'll replace Van Sock at second base. And back on the top of the mound, back on the hill is Matthew Hunsinger. Takes a look back at Brunt, and the next ball is tagged out into right field. Another base hit. 5 singles in a row now. And coming around to score, boy, he wasn't on the base paths very long, as Brant will come around. Moving to third, Aiden Dotson. So first and third now, following the base hit from Rubin. He gets an RBI. And Cameron Brunt was on second base for about one pitch. That makes the score 3-0 in favor of South Central here in the top of the fourth inning. No score up till this inning, and South Central has broken through for 3. Andrew Lieberger got a base hit his last trip, and he knocks that one foul. Lieberger's got 3 hits in his last 4, as he was 2 for 3 yesterday against Sisney. Still just one out. 5 base hits this inning for, the curveball comes in. Took a lot off of that one. That's 5 hits so far this inning for South Central. Hunsinger peers at first to Dodson. Pardon me, to Rubin over there. Checking to see if it was a check swing or not. 1-2 the count. It was not. The next to Hunsinger, it's bunted foul and out of play. That will be strike 3 for Lieberger. Can't foul out, or you can't foul for the third strike. Counts as a strikeout, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Dodson will step in. This is Chase, the junior. His younger brother, Aiden, is dancing off of third base. Chase with an opportunity for an RBI. He's got a lot of power. He has no hits yet today. Struck out his first trip. Grounded out to the third baseman his second time up. Good play over there by Noah Dill to get the Swift senior junior. That ball down a little bit low. Ball 1-1 to Dodson. Dodson has been given a crooked inning here by his teammates. And a 3-run lead. He can add to it himself. As my brother-in-law likes to say, helpy selfie. Throw over, not in time. Hunsinger really adding to the pitch count this inning. This is the 8th hitter he's faced. Dotson. And he'll knock that one foul down the left field line. So 1-2 to Chase Dotson. But he got that pitch he liked and took a whack at it. He was used to Hunsinger a couple of innings ago when he had a little bit more speed. Not as much mustard on the ball right now in the 4th for young Matthew Hunsinger, and timeout is taken by Chase Dotson. Just like anything else, he's thrown, I haven't kept count, but I'm guessing about 70 to 80 pitches. And you're not going to throw it as hard toward the end as you are toward the start. That ball out off the, it was outside, and the run will come home as Ruben gets caught in the rundown, but he burns enough time that Aiden Dotson will score for South Central. So count the run, and Ruben out, caught stealing for the 3rd out. Dotson will bat first in the 5th inning. But a big inning for South Central. They score 4 runs on 6 hits, and we'll be back right after this.
Are you needing to advertise or promote your business or special event? At Meager Sign and Graphics, they can print and install laminated vinyl on all sizes of metal, PVC, and plastic sign material. Meager's offers all types of vinyl options with professional installation on your vehicles, walls, and windows, or just about anything else you would like to be personalized. Meager's also offers all sizes of PVC and mesh banners. Meager's is now able to offer LED message centers. Stop in or call Kevin Blank or Danny King at Meager Sign and Graphics for all your lettering and advertising needs.
In 1949, Morton Buildings constructed our first machine storage building to establish our bond with the farming community. Since then, our relationship has grown, and so have our product offerings. From the smallest specialized operation to the largest agricultural enterprise, we understand the needs of your business and continue to evolve to meet industry demands. Plus, when you build a Morton building, you're backed by the strongest warranty in the business. To learn more about the Morton Advantage, visit mortonbuildings.com.
Chase Dotson heads back out to the mound here for the bottom of the 4th inning, but he's got probably a little bit more vim and vigor in his step as his team just provided him with a 4-run cushion. The South Central Cougars lead 4-0. Nice play out in the field. The throw over is in time. Beautiful play from Andrew Lieberger to catch Matthew Hunsinger at first base. Wow, that was a nifty play at second. That'll bring up Cole Nieberge, and he'll be followed by Pete Britton. Nieberge struck out his last trip, and he'll knock that one foul over the left side. Nieberge, one of just 2 seniors in the lineup for Dieterich. Actually, the only 2 seniors on the roster, Nieberge and Lucas Hall. As the South Central pitcher, Chase Dotson, tries to bear down. No base runners for quite some time for Dieterich. It's been 1, 2, 3, 7 set down in a row for Dotson. 1-2 the count as Nieberge swings through. And Nieberge knocks it to the shortstop, gathered by Bront. He throws across and throws it away. That'll be an error on Bront. And taking second on the throw is Cole Nieberge. 2-base error for Hunter Bront. And Cole Nieberge stands on second base. Pete Britton steps in. Britton with the only hit so far for Dieterich, as Nieberge snapped the 7 consecutive out streak for Dotson. He stands on second base. First pitch to Britton is out of the strike zone. 4-0 in favor of South Central, but Cole Nieberge and Pete Britton would like to do something about that. And that will be a strike, 1-1. Dotson peers home. There's one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Throw, fakes the throw back to second base. Brunt was back there and ready for it, but Dotson thought better of it. And there is a base hit over the top of Andrew Lieberger, and Nieberge will head home. The throw is not in time. Nieberge scores without a throw as the cut off by Van Sock. Base hit by Britton. He's got a couple today. He's safe at first base and has the first RBI of the game for Dieterich. Nieberge was off with the snap of the bat. And he able to come around and score without a throw. So the error comes back to haunt South Central. Lucas Hall steps in, throw over, not in time to catch the speedy Pete Britton. The 8th grade game has ended. I think it's probably 19-3 final. That ball poked into right, and it long run. That's going to be fouling out of play. Heaston made a run at it, but not fast enough. Lucas Hall now with an 0-1 count. Looking for base hits. It's 4-1 the score in favor of South Central. Chase Dotson peers over to first base to Pete Britton, where he's dancing off the bag. And throws ball 1 to Lucas Hall. Hall is the DH. He bats for Noah Dill, the freshman third baseman for Dieterich. That one a bit low, and throw down is would not have been in time had it been caught cleanly by Hayden Van Sock anyway. And another throw over is inconclusive. 2-1 the count to Lucas Hall. He'll be followed by Derek Cool. And then Blake Lane. On the run, Britton, the throw down is not in time and gets through. But good backing up there by Lieberger. That was a ball, ball 2. Two and two now to Lucas Hall, the hitter. And Britton's down at second base with the stolen base. He's 2 for 2 today. And actually, he reached third back in the second inning on a wild pitch and a passed ball. 2-2 the count remains. Oh, they've got him hung up. The second. They throw down the third baseman, now back out to the shortstop. Lieberger makes the tag, and that's the second base runner out, trying to caught stealing between second and third. Boy, oh boy. Coach Crumweedy'd like to have that back. That went 6-5-4 on the rundown for the second out. So clean base paths now, and strike 3 on Lucas Hall. But the Moving Maroons do come up with 1 run. Had 1 base hit, nobody left after 4. It is South Central 4, Dieterich 1. Back after this.
Are you tired of searching high and low in those big chain stores to find what you need and deserve some royal treatment? Come to the King, Rural King in Salem. The friendly folks at Rural King will never leave you searching for those hard to find items on your list. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, and clothing. Oh, and did I mention we also have everything else, along with all the quality brands that you deserve. Salem Rural King is a proud retailer of the steel product line. Your searching is over when you know the King, Rural King in Salem.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Chase Dodson heads back to the plate. He was at bat whenever Sam Rubin was hung up, caught stealing between first and second. So each team has lost runners on the base paths today. That's a bit unusual. And Matthew Hunsinger back to the mound. He throws strike 1 to Dodson. Hunsinger working his 5th inning now. Dodson seeing for the 3rd time. He struck out his first time up and grounded out to Noah Dill his 2nd time. And he's now looking at an 0-2 count as he swings wildly through that one. Big week next week. We've got 3 broadcasts for you set up. That ball popped into center field on the run back to it, and making the play is Dalton Will. 0 for 3 now for Chase Dodson. First out of the inning. Brant Heaston will check in. He's the right fielder. Reached on an error in the first inning and then fouled out to the catcher in the 3rd. He's up there. He's 0-2, or 0 for 2. His 3rd plate appearance today. Watches ball 1 go past. Watches ball 2 go past. Top of the 5th inning, 4-1 the lead for South Central. They're undefeated, 3-0 in the National Trail Conference. 3-0 now. The count. Looking for their 4th win in the conference. The Moving Maroons 2-1 in National Trail Conference play. They got a little work to do to have an opportunity for their 3rd win. 3-3 overall for South Central. Pardon me, for Dieterich. 6-0 for South Central. As Heaston has watched 5 pitches go by. It's a full count, and he knocks that one to left, and well positioned and making the play. Good job out there by Corey Gephardt for the 2nd out of the inning. Hunter Brandt will step in. He's the senior shortstop. He scored a run back in the 4th inning, got a base hit, scored a run after striking out in the 1st. We are here in the top of the 5th, and he watches strike 1 go by. Tuesday we'll be in North Clay. We'll be in Louisville. I believe Roy's going to be doing that ball game. Roy and Josh. As St. Elmo Brownstown will be at North Clay. And then on Thursday, here in back up here in Effingham County, it'll be Dieterich at Teutopolis. As Josh and Roy will be back for that one up at T-Town. That'll be our first game up there. Timeout taken by Hunter Brandt. He's looking at a 1-2 count. And then next Friday, Robinson plays Flora in football at Flora, and we'll be there in Clay County for that. So big week next week. The week after that, as a matter of fact, we have 4 games, I believe, set up. Am I right about that? I am right about that. South Central at home. That ball knocked to left. Gephardt goes back on it. Long run, and did it stay fair? It did. Home run for Hunter Bront. And that'll make it a 5-1 ball game. Big jack there for Hunter Bront. He's now 2 for 3. And back went Corey Gephardt. He just ran out of room. And Bront put it out at just about the shortest part of the field. It didn't go out by much, but it was fair. And the Cougars go ahead of the Moving Maroons 5-1. Matthew Hunsinger throws a strike here on the first pitch to Aaron Patton. Patton also with a base hit last inning, scored. He flew out to Gephardt his in the first inning, and hit a single last time up. 5 singles in that 4th inning for South Central. And they got a base hit this inning as well on that home run. Boy, you hate giving up 2 out hits when you're all but in the locker room. It's a 1-2 pitch also. Aaron Patton watches ball 3 go by, and Matthew Hunsinger needs to come to the plate. Ball 4. Patton will assume first base. And Josh Crumweedy coming out now to chat with Matthew Hunsinger. He may be close to coming out. We'll see. Coach Crumweedy had a visit earlier today in an earlier inning. You get 3 in high school. You can go visit your pitcher before you're forced to remove him. And Coach Crumweedy just wants to make sure his team, I think, gets his defense set. Plus maybe get a chance for Hunsinger to rest a second. It's been a long inning. Actually, not that long, just 3 hitters, but they're ready to go. It's not like they need a bunt play because unless Sebastian Calger's bunting for a hit, sacrifice to be the 3rd out of the inning. Calger did have a successful sacrifice bunt earlier today, however. So you never know. Hunsinger to the plate. And that ball gobbled up by Noah Dill. He throws across for the 3rd out. But the damage is done. 1 hit and 1 run scored, a Hunter Bront home run. So after 4 1/2, we'll move to the bottom of the 5th inning. And South Central leads Dieterich 5-1.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
Welcome to the world of custom embroidery. Shirt Tales is here to service all of your embroidery and screen printing needs. From ball caps to teddy bears, we have it all. All custom made for your business or personal needs. We also sell Green Mountain grills and all the necessary products for your backyard barbecue. Call us today at 662-2451 or stop by 134 West North Avenue in Flora or visit us online at shirt-tales.net.
And welcome back to Dieterich. Through 4 innings of work for Chase Dodson. For South Central, he has 7 strikeouts. And he's pitched quite well today. 7 strikeouts. He's only given up 2 hits. And I haven't counted the walks. Let's see. 1 walk, 2. Yeah, just 2 walks. So a pretty good day so far for Chase Dodson. He leads 5-1. His South Central Cougars lead Dieterich 5-1. And stepping in for Dieterich, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, Derek Kuhl, along with Blake Lane and Garrett Nieberge. Kuhl struck out his last at-bat back in the 2nd inning. And that first pitch is strike 1. This would be a big, big win in conference for South Central if they could get it. Actually, it'd be big for either team. Both teams threatening first place. South Central in first. Dieterich just a game back at 2-1. South Central 3-0 at this point. That ball poked into short right field. Back to get it is Lieberger. And he'll make the play for the first out of the inning. Which will bring up Blake Lane. Check that. Pinch hitter for Dieterich is going to be Austin Ruhal. Austin Ruhal will hit for Lane. Here in the 5th inning. As Dodson's first pitch to Ruhal is high, ball 1. Pretty good pitch over the plate, but a little bit high. Ruhal's a sophomore. And that one on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Bottom of the 5th inning here. Strike 2, same pitch, right on the outside corner again. And Ruhal has got himself in a little pickle here. He pops that one up. It's going to be out of play. One and 2 the count. The next from Dodson is outside, 2-2. Ruhal batting for Blake Lane, the right fielder. And the next one is poked out to shortstop, and nice play made by Hunter Brandt for the second out. So Garrett Nieberge, the second baseman, will step in with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Not much going here for Dieterich this inning. That ball a smidge high. Garrett Nieberge, younger brother of Cole Nieberge. Garrett's just a freshman. Cole's a senior. He's catching today. Garrett's playing second base, and it's 2-1. He watches strike 1 go past. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll be out number 3. So through 5. Wait a minute, that was strike 2. I guess it was 2-1, not 1-2. What was I thinking? He knocks that one to second baseman, picked up by Lieberger. He throws over for the out. I just got a little bit too early, didn't I? After 5 innings, it is South Central leading Dieterich 5-1. We'll be back after this.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
New pitcher for Dieterich. New pitcher for Dieterich as Pete Britton will move in from his shortstop spot. And he will face Hayden Van Sock along with Aiden Dodson and Sam Rubin here in inning number 6. Close the book on Matthew Hunsinger. Gave up 5 runs on 7 hits. And didn't walk anybody, did he? Well, there's one. Did give up the home run to Hunter Brunt. There's 2. Pretty solid start. 2 walks for Hunsinger, but those 5 runs are hurting. Finished with 4 strikeouts. So here comes Pete Britton. Britton is just a freshman. Right-handed thrower, throws the first one a little bit low and outside as Hayden Van Sock will watch it go. Sock's senior, first baseman. And he watches the second one come in for a high strike 2 or strike 1. 5-1 the lead for South Central. They scored 4 runs in the 4th inning and then 1 in the 5th on that home run from Hunter Brunt. That ball popped up on the infield. Britton's got it and gets it. Calls it and gets it. So fly 1 for the first out. That will bring up Aiden Dodson, freshman against freshman here. These 2 young lads facing off for the first time in high school play. First of, with these 2 teams, I'm betting these 2 kids by the end of their senior years will have played against each other, certainly double-digit times, as that ball gets through Dill and into left field. Base hit for Dodson. Took a funky hop on Dill, and that'll bring up Sam Rubin, the DH. He bats for Ethan Watwood, center fielder. And on first base is Dodson. As Britton looks home here, we're at the top of the 6th inning. It's 5-1. That ball high and inside just came right back in, almost hit Rubin. It was a curveball that did not curve much, but didn't have a whole lot of speed on it either. So Rubin didn't even move. He said, if that hits me, I'm okay with that. They throw over to first, almost got Dodson. Not quite. One and 0 the count here to Rubin as Dodson was off of first. They're going to get him at second and throw it away to first base. So fielder's choice for Rubin. (6-4) is the play out in the field. Oh, and falling off the mound is Britton, and that'll be a balk. He lost his footing, and you can't do that. First balk of the game by Pete Britton. And that ball gets away and all the way to third base. Now Sam Rubin, he has gotten over there pretty freely. That one on a Wild pitch. Falling off the mound might have thrown Pete Britton just a little bit as Andrew Lieberger swings through the second pitch he sees. For strike one. 1-1. 2 outs here in the top of the sixth. 1-2. Lieberger's going to need a base hit to get Ruben home. Pete Britton says no, sir. The ball knocked right back to Britton as he'll gather, throw to first for the out through 5.5 innings. South Central leads the Dieterich Moving Maroons 5-1. Back after this.
Welcome to Zink Building Center. My dad and Ryan work here. They sell lumber, paint, doors, windows, plumbing, electrical, and much more. Oh yeah, they sell guns too. Zink Building Center on Route 45 and Louisville. It's a cool place.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help. With auto insurance.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
Chase Dodson heads back to the mound for the South Central Cougars. They lead Dieterich by a score of 5-1. Top of the lineup, however, coming up for Dieterich, it'll be Dalton Will, Corey Gephardt, and Matthew Hunsinger as they're going to try to change that score. They're running out of outs. They only have 6 remaining, down by 4 runs. Need some base runners. And Chase Dodson he's directing his fielders out there. He tells his brother, Aiden, hey, man, scoot over a little bit. This left-handed hitter. And I'm going to be throwing outside curveballs to him. He might go the other way. Right fielder probably the one to want to be aware, Brant Heaston. That's strike one. He's got a 1-1 count now. On Dalton Will. Will struck out his first time up. Sacrificed the second time. This time he grounds it to Lieberger. The throw is in time for the first out. We'll bring up Corey Gephardt. He struck out his last time up and reached on a walk the first inning. Did steal a base. Was stranded at second. And Sebastian Calger will head out and have a little chat with his pitcher. Make sure he doesn't get signals mixed up somehow. With nobody on base, it would likely be needing to change signals. And Aaron Patton also in on the conversation. Actually, you're going to be this might take a moment. There's that ball got through and struck our umpire, and he says, "Doggone it, I'm not paid enough for this. This is not paying me enough." And now Sebastian Calger will come back in. You're never paid enough to get hit by a baseball, are you? That's why Yadier Molina makes the big bucks. The next from Dodson is high, ball 1. Make that ball 2. And ball 3. And ball, no, that was going to be a strike. Umpire taking his time to come out of his crouch. Don't blame him a bit. Next one fouled back. We got full count. One out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Corey Gephardt, the left fielder, at the plate. Gephardt's had a busy day out in the field. He's a junior. All juniors in the Dieterich outfield. And timeout is called. Chase Dotson does the smart thing, just continues his pitching motion, completes the pitch. You don't want to stop and hurt your arm somehow. That ball popped out of play as well. Fouled out of play. The next from Chase Dotson is poked into right. That's in foul territory, and it'll drop freely. And we'll do it again. Nobody on for Gephardt here in this top of the 6th inning. Dalton will ground it out to the second baseman to start things off here in the 6th. Dieterich needs base runners. They trail by 4. That ball poked to the right side again, a long run for Houston. And again out of play. Well, the good thing for Gephardt, he's burning Dotson's pitches and he draws a walk. Good at bat by Corey Gephardt. He worked and worked and worked. Gets himself on base. Brings up Matthew Hunsinger. Now shortstop, started out as the pitcher. Basically traded places with Pete Britton. One out, man on first. First pitch to Hunsinger is a strike. Might be able to get this game in before they turn the lights on. They have not turned the lights on as yet. The sun keeps, clouds keep rolling in front of the sun out there. Again, you are watching Moving Maroon and South Central Cougar baseball here on Wabash Catch TV. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-1 the lead. That ball a little bit high. 5-1 the lead in favor of South Central. Dotson has pitched the whole way here for South Central. Hunsinger, the batter, he pitched the first 4. Make that 5 for Dieterich. Gave up 5 runs. Dotson had him 0-2. Now it's 2-2, even up. Junior to junior. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and the throw down. Nope. Ball got away from Brunt. So a steal will count. But Hunsinger strikes out. So 2 outs now. And Coach Kurt Jones heads out to talk to Chase Dotson. I think he wants to stay in. His pitch count may be a smidge high. We'll see. That's the first trip Coach Jones has made out there. Aiden Dotson came in to pitch last night after Aaron Patton pitched an outstanding first 4 innings for South Central against Sisney. Then Aiden Dotson came in and got the last 3 outs, and he was throwing heat. Just a freshman. Chase is going to stay out there, though. He'll stay on the mound as Kurt Jones will head back to the dugout. The outfielders thought there was going to be a pitching change. They went ahead and met in center field. So 2 outs. And stepping in is the big man, Cole Nieberge, for Dieterich. He's one of 2 seniors. Struck out his first time up, reached on an error, and scored the only run of the game for Dieterich back in the fourth. That pitch high is Dotson reaching back, trying to get through this inning. He put everything he had on that one, and he's overthrowing a little bit. That one closer, and it's a strike. It's going to be re-shown on Wabash Catch TV on Sunday afternoon. Look for it on your guide. That ball, strike two. Yeah, whenever you're looking for something to watch on Sunday afternoon, make sure you do remember to think of Wabash Catch TV. As we love re-showing all these high school sports contests all day long. It's a lot of fun. 1-2 the count to Nieberger. The next is strike three. Ball gets away. Nieberger heads to first, and he's going to make it. So count the strikeout, but he makes first on the pass ball. Gephardt will move to third, and now it's get a little tighter as Pete Britton steps up to the plate. 2 strikeouts this inning for Dotson are his 8th and 9th of the game. And that ball is popped up to left or the right side, out of play. 5-1. If Britton gets on, it'll be Lucas Hall, the DH. Britton's pitching now. Started out at shortstop. And Dotson calling him off, shaking off his catcher, Sebastian Calger. He's pitched a pretty nice ball game, and he wants to go as far as he can. See if he can't finish it off. From the stretch, he throws home, and that's a high curve. Comes back in for the strike. 2 outs, 2 on. 0-2 the count. Dotson would get his 10th strikeout if he can get that one. Nutt bounces in front of the plate, gathered and thrown out by Calger. So Dieterich put a couple of guys on by a walk and pass the ball, but unable to get anybody across. They leave 2. And after 6, it is South Central 5, Dieterich 1. Back after this.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman, Judy Reed, and Brandon Klein, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and to add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
I'm a bunch of wind, and just like your stomach after that strip mall sushi, I'm a bit unpredictable. Let's redecorate. What's the matter, Tanya? I thought you loved being spontaneous. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, I might break the bank too. So get Allstate.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. In Salem, call Brandy Drink Pool.
And welcome back here to Dieterich, the home of the Moving Maroons. And we moved to the top of the 7th inning. Pete Britton back to the mound for the Maroons. He'll face the top of the lineup for South Central. Aiden Dotson looking for his first hit of the day. Brant Heaston looking for his first hit of the day. And then Hunter Brunt, who is 2 for 3 with a single and a home run his last trip. Dotson, Heaston, and Brunt. It's 5-1 in favor of South Central. They lead by 4. They dearly love a little bit more insurance. Dodson has been cruising along, but I'm not sure this pitch count, how many he has remaining. He hasn't pitched this week, so he had started the day with 105 pitches, 105 arrows in his quiver. And the first pitch from Britton is a ball outside. Britton's just a freshman. Curveball comes back in. That was a pretty one. Chase Dodson, a junior. Struck out his first time, grounded out to third his second trip. Flew out to center his last one, and that's fair ball down the line. He's got extra bases as that's going to get to the fence. He rounds first, heads for second, will hold up there as Gephardt gathers and throws it in. Extra bases for Dodson as he opens the 7th with a double. That'll bring in Brant Heaston. He reached on an error in the first, fouled out to the catcher in the third, and then flew out to left to Gephardt in the 5th. He bats here in the 7th with nobody out. Man on second. That's Dodson. And looking at he has a 4-run lead. Trying to add to it for the Cougars. Dodson will head back to the plate as Britton steps off. Pete Britton, the only balk today. You don't see balks all that often, and that was an unusual one as that ball's bunted foul out of play. That one was an unusual one as Pete kind of just caught his cleat maybe or something on the mound. Caught the cleat on the rubber and fell off the mound, and that's a balk. A move toward home, I guess. 1-1 the count on Heaston. They're doing all they can to keep Dodson close. Dodson represents the 6th run. There's a psychological barrier between 4 and 5 runs. With 4, as the ball is bunted down and sacrifice is good, advances Dodson. Well played by Britton. There is somewhat of a psychological barrier when you're behind in a baseball game. Behind by 4 rather than behind by 5. If you're behind by 4, you can still win on one swing of the bat. Or you can still tie on one swing of the bat, extend the game on one swing. If you're down by 5, you got to do that much more work. As Brant steps up, taps one foul off to the right side. A couple of hits today for Hunter Brant. Single and a home run to the left side all the way to the foul pole. And he's found himself in an 0-2 hole as that one pops I believe it hit the hood of that little Chevy out there. Is that a Malibu? Gray Chevy Malibu, bummer. And ball 1 comes across. A little bit of heat on that one. That might have been the strongest, hardest throw we've seen from Pete Britton tonight. It's the top of the 7th inning. 5-1 lead for South Central. That ball gets away. It's ball 2. As they check to see if the check swing was an actual swing. No, sir, says the second base umpire, or base umpire. Two and 2. That will fill the count. 3-2. Pete Britton turns around, talks to himself out there. Says, man, I should have thrown that strike. That curveball didn't go for me this time. This time for sure, strike three looking. That was on the corner. Umpire's been giving that all night long. And that is out number 2. As it's going to be down to Patton to try to get Dodson in from third base. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Patton.
We told every one of the girls, go home and tell your parents.
And the next one is inside, ball 1. Britton making Cole Nieberger work a bit inside there in the behind home plate. He taps it down the first base line. That's going to roll foul. 1-2 the count now. And we'll redo it. As the sun peeks from behind the clouds out in left field, Aaron Patton looks at strike 3. So Britton comes on, strikes out the number 3 and number 4 hitter, both looking, and we will move to the bottom of the 7th inning with South Central holding a 5-1 lead. We'll be back after this.
At Back and Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. We can help your whole family from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. We offer high-quality herbal supplements for adults and children, as well as CBD oil. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. Stop by and see us on the square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
And welcome back here to Dieterich, as South Central has changed pitchers. They bring in Hunter Brunt from shortstop and move Chase Dodson back to shortstop, or to shortstop for the first time tonight. And Brunt will see if he can't close it out, as he'll face Lucas Hall, Derek Kuhl, and Blake Lane. And if anybody gets on, Garrett Nieberge. The 6, 7, 8 hitter and potentially 9. And he tells Aiden Dotson to back up out there in left field. He says, Aiden, you're too close for this big kid. First pitch is out of the strike zone, ball 1. So close the book on Chase Dodson. He finishes with 9 strikeouts on 2 hits. On just 2 hits. One run, it was earned through a wild pitch. Throws 6 innings. And 2-2 the count now on Lucas Hall. That one outside. Well, it was strike 3. Swung through it. There's the first out of the inning. As Kuhl will step in. First baseman. Dieterich needs base runners. They trail by 4. South Central trying to move on to 7-0 and 4-0 in the conference. Dieterich trying to stop that from happening. And Hunter Brunt is throwing some heat. That was strike one. Strike two. Not quite Bugs Bunny. Not quite Bugs Bunny. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. One of my favorite cartoons of all time. That ball bounced over to a third base, gathered and thrown across, gets away from Van Syok. Van Syok, low throw from Aaron Patton. And that'll be an E5. As that ball bounced in front of Van Syok. Hayden tried to scoop, couldn't get it done. So base runner on for Dieterich. They need more. That ball poked out to short left field. It's going to get out of play. Foul ball. 1 out, man on first. 0-1 the count on Blake Lane. As South Central adjusts their fielders, moves everybody in a little bit shallower. Lane watches strike two go past. 0-2 the count. Cool dancing off of first base. He's not going to try to steal. As that ball fouled down the left field line. Yeah, you don't need Cool at second base yet. You need base runners. So you don't want to, you're not going to want to accidentally have a base runner thrown out. Dieterich has had 2 base runners thrown out between second and third base. Boy, wouldn't you think they'd like to have those 2 back? The ball fouled back. Count remains 0-2. To Lane. He's a junior. One of the 3 junior outfielders for Dieterich. He's a right fielder. Garrett Nieberge on deck. Second baseman. 2-2 count. That would be 3-2 now as he's worked the count full. The throw over, did they get it? No. It was a little bit of a unexpected throw over, trying to catch Cool. Slow back to the plate. I had that count full earlier, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Now it's a full count. That ball poked foul out of play. Full count, 1 out, man on first is Cool. Pitch to Lane. Outside, ball 4. The ball does get away, but Cool's not going to try to get to third. So an error and a walk. Put the tying run on deck. And Garrett Nieberge steps to the plate with men on first and second. That's Cool on second base. Lane on first. And Garrett Nieberge at the plate. Dieterich looking for base runners. That ball high. Hunter Brunt struck out the first man he faced. That went in the strike zone, strike 1. 1-1 the count. It's a 5-1 lead for South Central, but Dieterich making it tough on the Cougars here. Strike 2. Garrett Nieberge, just a freshman. Playing second base. Oh, and that ball got away. Wild pitch, and that'll move runners down to second and third. As things get interestinger and interestinger. Next pitch is ball 3. Payoff pitch. The ball popped up, and is it going to stay in play? It will not. So we'll redo it. Men on second and third. 1 out. Full count to Garrett Nieberge. Hunter Broughton with the next one. On the way. Throw down to third. That gets away into the outfield, and they're going to send him. It was ball 4. And out trying to advance from second to third. That'll be the second out of the inning, but Cool scores. Lane is out trying to advance, and Nieberge is safe at first base on the, well, safe, he walked. That was ball 4, and makes it a 5-2 game. So, tying run now with that runner erased between second and third. That's the 3rd time today. Dieterich has had a runner cut down on the base paths between second and third base. So Dalton Will set to come up. And Coach Jones out talking to his pitcher, Hunter Broughton, wants to make sure everybody knows where to go here with 2 outs. You go to first. Go to second if it's easy, but you go to first otherwise. 5-2, the lead for South Central. Dieterich still alive. Left-handed hitter Dalton Will stepping to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. Struck out his first time, grounded out to second base his last time up. As 1 run is in, that run in without the benefit of a hit. Still just 2 hits for Dieterich. Cool reached on an error. Lane walked, and then Nieberge walked. Lane erased on the base pass. Cool scored, and Nieberge stands at first base. The center fielder for Dieterich steps in. Swings the bat around. Wiggles it. The pitch knocked to center field. And on the run, the catch is made by Ethan Watwood to end the ball game. The South Central Cougars defeat the Dieterich Moving Maroons here tonight by a final score of 5-2. We'll take a short break and do the stats and wrap things up after this word.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
That's when Cool slammed into the fence. Boy, that had to hurt earlier. That's played by Liebarger. And there's one of the rundowns.
Get ahead of the game.
And that will, there's your replays for tonight. That'll do it for us here tonight. The Dieterich Moving Maroons fall to South Central. South Central improves to 7-0 on the season, 4-0 in National Trail Conference play. Dieterich falls to 3-4 and 2-2 in conference play. And we're taking a look at the pitching today for Dieterich. A solid game by Hunsinger, but the hits got him in one inning as Hunsinger pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, all earned, gave up 7 hits and 2 walks, 4 strikeouts for Hunsinger. He was followed up by Britton, who gave up a couple of hits, 2 strikeouts for Britton. So 5 runs on 9 hits for South Central today as they knock off Dieterich. For South Central, taking a look at the pitching, great game again by Chase Dodson. He went 6 innings with 9 strikeouts in his 6 innings, only gave up 2 hits. He gave up a run. It was earned, had a wild pitch. Calger a couple of pass balls. And Hunter Bront pitched that 7th inning. Made things interesting, had an error. He didn't have the error, but there was an error, and he walked a couple. 1 run did score. It was unearned due to the error. Had a wild pitch as well as Dieterich comes up with 2 hits and 2 runs, but it's not enough. Again, as South Central defeats the Moving Maroons by a final of 5-2. That'll just about wrap things up for us here tonight. Remember, next week, check us out next week on Tuesday. St. Elmo Brownstown plays at North Clay. That'll be at 4:30. We'll take the air at about 4:15. And then on Thursday, your Dieterich Moving Maroons will be up in Teutopolis taking on the Wooden Shoes. I believe that one's also at 4:30. And then Friday night, it's football night. Robinson is at Flora in a Little Illini Conference battle. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for bringing you Wabash Catch TV's presentation of high school baseball tonight. Without those folks, we wouldn't be able to do it. Hey, when you see us on YouTube, why don't you just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll get notifications of every time we're putting on a broadcast. We would just love you to do it. We appreciate all you fans for listening and watching. That is for sure. For the group of us here from Wabash Catch TV, my name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you tonight's final score. South Central defeats Dieterich by a final of 5-2. So long from Dieterich High School.